I do think we're ready to get started. Over to display capture. And oh. Decreased standing with the Viking? What happened? Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm in like one of the big multiplayer hubs right now. Okay, I'm gonna hit. I got it. Actually, why don't I just go out with multiplayer? Don't need to be in multiplayer. Oh. Okay. I want to do the multiplayer missions first, and then I'll go single player unless someone joins me. Go to... collect my salt. Hello, Alligary. How are you doing? Collect all of this. Dang, that is a lot of indium. I've got way too much indium. Didn't you? I'm doing fine. I have got way too much indium. That's actually like... I probably should get rid of this soon. Till then, let's go dump all of this. Oh right, I don't have access to the storage crates because it's not in this system. Can I sell those in this scientific components? Not on this system. I just felt like playing No Man's Sky today. Just, you know, it's kind of a chill game, so, you know, I believe it was this one that has the scientific materials economy. Nope, this is advanced materials. Hey, hun. How you doing? So I need... probably... Yeah, it's probably Gaia then, isn't it? Let's go there then. I think Gaia is the scientific materials. You ordered sushi. Ooh, nice. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I just felt like playing No Man's Sky today. I wanted to do my dailies and stuff earlier, but I'm gonna be honest, I got massively sidetracked when Agi started streaming and drawing the gargoyle. I was like, ooh. And then, yeah, just like nothing happened. This is scientific components, right? Yeah, this is what the place I need to sell all this. I sell the indium. I've got like 9 million units worth of it. It's ridiculous. Alright, so I'm gonna summon the freighter fleet. Yep, just summon a massive spaceship into the lower atmosphere. Where's my Why did you not put yourself on the landing pad? There's literally a landing pad right there. Hello? Oh, gotta be careful, I'm about to hit it. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? Just like boost jump straight into your ship. Doink. You want to do your Let's later today? I mean, I might be up for going on to 14 later, so if you let me know when you're doing it, I'll see how I am. It's carbon. Sweet. How much did it give me? 100. I think they reduced the yield from these, because I thought they gave 200 when they were fully stocked. Eh, whatever. Also, that's a mining one. I should probably land on that one real quick. Hey, I wanted to land on you. What the fuck? Oh, I think I need an exploration vessel. What are you? Let me have a look at your stats. 8 tons. Ah, but it's already been on a ton of things already, and it's got a negative trait. I probably don't want to do that then. Nah. Hey Kitty, how you doing? I have fallen so far behind on doing anything in 14, because I've just been like doing anything but. Okay, so oh yes, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna summon the anomaly. Got some food. So did Young. Got sushi. Right. Wait, I still can't summon it? Come on. Planetary interference. Alright, let me pulse away a little bit. How about now? Oh, yeah. Right. Right. Need to go do my Quicksilver missions. Hunt dangerous pirate. Oh no, it disappeared. That was a really good one too. Ugh. Because yeah, hunt dangerous pirates is a really fast one. Surveying a planet takes forever. Here he is. Yeah, just fighting pirates in space is super quick to do, so that getting that one is really good. Because it'll be really quick to finish the daily. All I need to do is this.
Hostile ships approaching.
And I just need to do that again until they stop coming at me. And you also get like lots of cool things like chromatic metal and stuff. It's actually really good. And done. It's really that simple. Now I just need to wait for it to prompt me to go back into the anomaly. There we go. Really simple. Made myself some tea before I came to stream, so I was just having some of that. And I can go hand it in. And then I think I've got like 2 more I have to do. Rescue a stranded life form. Those ones are actually really annoying to do. So I'm actually going to take this one. Actually, it's got... if I wait a moment, it might change, because it's someone who's already taken it. Yeah, I'm going to give it a moment and see if it changes. Go on, change. Eliminate hazardous flora. Try this one. I've not tried one of these ones before, so I don't know if it's really quick or not. Killing the flora is really easy. Alright, that's another nice quick one to get out of the way then, and it gave me a liquid explosive barrel, which is pretty good. Oh, I'm being warped. Where are you taking me, game? First contact is duration. Okay. Where do you want me to go? Coordinates marked. Wine dark planet magnetized ferrite. Copper, gold, and silver. Sodium. Copper, rusted metal, and cobalt. Hey Javi, how you doing? Elevator music. This is literally all that there is to it when you're like pulsing to a planet. It's literally elevator music. I actually need to find out if you can get pure ferrite as a material that can be mined from a planet, like one of the ones that show up on the list there. Because if I want to make tons of money making stasis devices, ideally I just want to be able to mine the pure ferrite instead of magnetized ferrite, because magnetized ferrite adds an additional step that you have to stick it into a refiner to get pure ferrite, which is kind of time-consuming. Oh, this planet looks really dim. I can't see a thing. Oh god, is this one of the, like, a planet like that frickin', like... It is, isn't it? This is like one of those planets in, Starbound, where it's like perpetual night and you can't actually see a darn thing. Oh, thank you. It's like... I need to find a place to land. Oh, it's got like stormy weather too? Oh, that's great. Landing area not clear, landing area not clear, landing area not... There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Reign of Atlas. Interesting. It's so scary, yeah. Also crazy. That's because of the current, like, storm condition, yeah. That's a grave. You don't think that there is a planet with pure ferrite as a mining resource? Yeah, I thought as much. It looks like for, and it doesn't look like, ionized cobalt is, a mining resource either, although you can find regular cobalt. So for my little crafting thing, you'd have to refine those. Temperature rising, yeah. It's fine, everything's fine. So it really is just going around finding the flora that attacks you and destroying it, basically. Fair enough. I mean, this is not as fast as the pirate mission, but you can get it done pretty quick. As long as you can find a lot of the... Yeah, storm's clearing now. Easiest is finding a cave with a lot of those poison cloud things in it. Yeah, probably. Ugh, it looks like a blood lake. God, this planet is eerie. This is like legitimately very eerie. And it's kind of like it's got a monochrome filter on it, because even my own character is just constantly darkened. Hold on, I saw something just there. Oh, there. There you go. This planet looks like it could be in a scary movie. Yeah, and it's even the ambiance to it feels like it's like fucking Subnautica. Don't like this. Why did it make me come here? Couldn't I go and kill some hazardous flora on a nice pretty, like... garden world planet or something? You know how the bottom of the ocean freaks you out? Well, to me it's the same without a space. It's kind of the same sort of thing, yeah. But, yeah, frickin'... There's a reason I've never played Subnautica and really have no inclination of ever touching that game. Yeah, it scares me. And, like, the frickin' crab squids, they're like, I've seen them. They terrify me. What was that? Yeah, there's a lot of space-themed horror films out there. That's very relatable. I do not like it in this area. Like, I cannot fucking see what I'm doing. I'm getting out of his cave. Are there any animals on this planet? Let me take a look at the discoveries page for it. It says hi, but I haven't seen any. It's possible that this is like an entirely oceanic life-based planet. God, this place is eerie. And it's like very mountainous, rocky hills sort of thing. Like, there's not very many good places to put your ship. Yeah, I don't like this place. I don't like this planet. Can we leave? Oh, there's like some birds. Let me scan the birds real quick. Oh, I got 90,000 things for that. Oh god, that looks like a very steep drop. I say, that looks like a very steep drop. I immediately go down it. Oh. That was something. That probably actually was a good idea. Now I just need to find one more hazardous flora. There it is. I saw the exclamation mark point pop up just then. It's over here. That ought to do it. There we go. Right, let's get out of here. Hello? Can you, like, let me put my ship... Oh, there we go. That was a very weird planet, not gonna lie. Raid a planetary depot, yes. That is a very good one to get. Start mission. Yes. Very easy to do, too. Right, so, all aboard the ship.
Navigational data received.
So, where do you want me to go? You want me to go over to that ship? Before I do, I want to actually pay a quick visit to the space station. Because I know for a fact that this is a system I've not been to before. So there'll be a exosuit upgrade in the space station. Might as well grab that whilst I'm here. Have I been to a space station that's been completely deserted? Yes, I have, actually. Ooh.
Technology recharging.
The game calls those abandoned systems. And that you can actually filter, the meteor I'm sorry, huh? But yeah, the pulse drive, expired right when I was in the middle of an asteroid field. So yes, I crashed into one. No thank you, I don't want that. Ask where they came from. Anomalous subspace signal detected. Okay. You found one and was really confused? Yeah. Apparently, if you give them nanites to ask them where they came from, it points you to their grave, and that's where you learn the runes for the portals. I already have learned all of those, though. See what the trade terminal in this system has. I need sodium nitrate. How much of that do I have? Oh, I've got plenty of that. I don't need more sodium nitrate. I don't really need anything in this terminal, but there is another one on the other side that I can check. That might have something different in it. And also I need to buy the exosuit upgrade. What's in this? No, we don't want that. Oh, dihydrogen jelly, I'm gonna want that.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
This to the freighter. So you might be wondering why I buy dihydrogen jelly to extract it. This is like the easiest way to get dihydrogen, because it's not normally able to be purchased straight up. So I just buy the jelly, stick it in the personal refiner to melt it down. Because dihydrogen jelly and tritium are used to make frigate fuel, which is used to send the frigates off on missions. And they use quite a lot of fuel, so getting lots of dihydrogen is a good thing. Right, this, dump that in there. And it's really quick to refine them down. Like only a few seconds. So it gets a little bit iffy about trying to do it repeatedly. Sometimes it just won't actually go through until I take the item out of the output. Yeah. So now I have 8,200 dihydrogen. It's a real pain in the ass to get that stuff if you just collect it from planets. Well, now that I've done everything I can on this little place, let's go finish the mission. Ooh, this place is kind of pretty. Look at... Whoa! This place has got lots of, like, bioluminescent stuff going on with it. Wow. That is so nice. Is this a rich planet? Yeah, Starbulb. But when the weather says usually mild, that means that there's generally superstorms that happen on it. Oh wow, that looks so cool though. It's very shiny. That is... Yeah, that is really freaking cool. Dang, that is really nice. Yeah, it's like shiny waves of like bioluminescence in the grass. That is sick. Right, let's talk to this. It looks like it even does it during the day. That's pretty cool. Right, now it's time to go destroy that depot. Whoa, what the? That just came out of nowhere. Oops, it just crashed into a tree. Okay, so get close to it. Right, hostile sentinels engaged. Because, yeah, they know I'm here. But then... Here we go. What did I get out of that? Nice. I got some cool stuff. So now I just need to wait until my aggression rating with the sentinels is lost. This is like losing your wanted level in Grand Theft Auto. You just have to evade them. Actually, it's a lot easier to lose this than it is in Grand Theft Auto, not gonna lie. Losing your wanted level in GTA is actually a real pain. There we go. Wanted level gone. Let's go. Alright, hun. Let's go finish this.
Navigational data received.
What the hell's going on with all the shaking? What the hell? Hello? That was a lot of shaking. And there we go. All of the daily missions complete. I now have... yeah, 2,500 Quicksilver. Hmm.
Items received. Items received. Items received.
Can you stop kicking me out?
Items received. Items received. Items received. Items received.
Stop it! I'm getting it's like stop kicking me out of the research menu.
Items received.
There.
Items received.
Okay, Eos, what do you have for me? Ugh.
Items received.
Hmm. I don't actually use Exocraft all that much. I probably should change that, but meh. Okay, well, now that I'm finished with the dailies, there is actually something I wanted to show. I think I might have done this on stream once before, but there's actually a star system that I found a YouTube video for that is guaranteed to give you S rank upgrades for your freighter. I don't have anything else to give you today. Sorry. What about you? He wants gold nuggets. So yeah, I'm gonna go to that system. Star Bramble Village. Community highlight. I kind of want to check it out. Maybe later. Space stations. So it's, I believe it's this one here, Niladam Talk. Yeah, that looks right. So, basically, the game says that it procedurally generates freighters, like derelict freighters, for you to explore using the emergency broadcast beacon. However, the community found out that derelict freighters, yes, whilst they are procedurally generated, once a freighter derelict has been generated for a star system, then it will always be that same freighter for that star system. The name will change, but the layout, the general layout and things like that will always stay the same. Okay, so what I need to do is go to network, turn off multiplayer whilst I'm here. Something is prompting me to do that, so I need to get into my log and unpin this. Right. Right, move this to my... I can deal with this stuff later, it's fine. Oh, I like physically can't carry any more cobalt in that slot, that's why it's doing that. Okay. Right. Moving swiftly on. Oh, that's a cool looking ship. Hey dude, let me have a look at your starship. Interloper trade is acceptable. Wow, he's got a lot of phosphorus. Actually, I'm gonna buy all of this.
Product received. Product received.
I believe, yeah, phosphorus and pyrite were the two that I don't have as much of. Oh wait, is he leaving? No, he's still there. Make offer on starship. Oh, it's an A-class. It's a very nice looking ship, actually. And he has launch system rechargers. Nice. I'm gonna leave it though, because my fighter is better. Like, honestly, I don't need to get a different starship for quite some time. If I want to do traveling to different star systems, I use my freighter. My freighter has a hyperdrive range that just cannot be competed with. Anyway. So now that I've gone into offline mode, I'm gonna get onto my ship quickly, get off of it. Right. So I have these emergency broadcast receivers. Now, unless they have fixed this, you can activate the receiver, pick it up, and then drop it into your refiner. Get into your ship. You zoom on out. Now, this should be the star system that... Ashen. Yes, this is the right one. Right. So now what I do... Oh, hold on. I want to check that frigate there real quick. Hey dude, what are you? Effect. 8. C-class. 12 expeditions. Oh, no. It's got a negative. Fine. Never take frigates that have a negative trait on them, because they'll never be able to get to S rank. Right, let's pulse around. Boom. So that's how you spawn one. Right, and then I land on it. Now, previously when I've gone onto these derelicts, I've explored around and looted and things like that. That's not what I'm going to be doing here. What I do with this particular systems freighter is I'm trying to get it completed as quickly as I can. So I'm just going in, activating the panel. Yep, lockdown, lockdown. Unseal door. So I'm basically going to completely ignore as much as I can. If I get attacked, then I will then I'll retaliate, but if not, I'm just going to evade. Here we go. So you have to fight that like automated drone because it was too close to the door, so it attacked me. So then I get through here. Ignore those jellyfish because they won't be able to get to me before I can escape down the hatch here. Go down here. Sprint through here. Ignore the secure mainframe. Come through here. Open this up. There'll be a jellyfish in here that I want to kill. Engineering console. Activate this. Fabricate technology upgrade. Boom. S rank freighter upgrade. Activate the teleporter. Teleport back to the emergency airlock. Get the fuck out. Pulse away. Oh, my freighter. All aboard. Now, normally, upon discovering a derelict freighter, the emergency broadcast beacon is removed from your inventory. However, check this out. It's still in my refiner, so I take it out, put it in the exosuit. So now I've got 4 unactivated ones and 1 active one here. Get in the ship. Get out. Open again. 5 unactive ones. So I've essentially just duplicated a an emergency broadcast beacon. Well, I've activated it, but kept it, sort of thing. And you can do that as many times as you want. So, yeah, this is how I'm going to farm S-rank upgrades. Because I've already gotten all of the bulkheads that I can for my freighter. It's already got the maximum number of technology slots and the maximum number of general slots available to a freighter now. So, yeah. Congratulations, I've just beaten the game. And yeah, I've already gotten a couple of these S-rank things here. I've got like exploration, efficiency, speed, all that sort of good stuff here. Oh, excuse me. Where do you get those emergency signals from freighters? There is 2 ways that you can get it. Aboard the Anomaly, there is a guy who looks like a tree. He's called Iteration Helios. You can get 1 emergency broadcast beacon from him per week for free. The other way of doing it, and I think you have to do it this way first, is there's like a scrap dealer aboard every space station, and he will sell you an emergency broadcast beacon for 5 million units. For the first one you buy in a day, and then it increases to 10 million, then to 20 million, and then to 30 million, and it resets daily. So generally speaking, yeah, just buy one off of the guy in the scrap thing, and then make sure you have the personal refiner, and you can just go for it. Better get this in, all of these other items into my freighter's cargo. Ooh, I got way too much salt. As you can see, I'm too salty. You're gonna do that right now? You know, if you, I think if you hopped into a multiplayer game with me, you'd be able to bookmark this space station, or this system, so that you can come here and just farm the, because you could, not only can you farm this place to do the S-rank technology upgrades for your freighter, you can farm it to get, cargo bulkheads for your freighter, and that's what you can use to upgrade its storage space on both the general inventory and the technology inventory. Okay, I need to move these things off into the freighter too. So, him in here. There. Got a lot of Herox, actually. They got quite a bit of Lemimium at one point, too. And then Aronium. There. Oh yes, this is good stuff. This, the Radon. There. Sulfurine. Off of there. I need to get, like, a lot of condensed carbon and stuff. Like, did you actually want to join an online session with me real quick? I'm gonna grab some more carbon from up top here. Okay. I play on normal. The universe generation is different between normal and survival, so if you're playing on survival, you can't use the coordinates for the derelict freighter that I'm using. Oh. Well, F. Yeah, you'll have to find a cool... I believe there is actually like a subreddit that catalogs coordinates for this sort of thing. So yeah, you'd have to look in the survival section for coordinates for an S-rank freighter. But yeah, you'd also need to get, like, learn how all the portal glyphs, so that you can teleport to the system more easily. Put 20 carbon in there. Yes, it does refine to carbon. The 2-to-1 conversion though, which kind of sucks. I've got a lot of warp cells now. Yes, learning the glyphs comes from the story. Yes and no. The first glyph is learned from the story. It's after you find Artemis. After you find Artemis, you learn your first glyph. After that, you know those travelers that you can find on space stations. After you've had your first conversation with them, you talk to them again, and you select the option to ask where they came from, and it costs like 100 nanites to do. They then give you the coordinates to a gravesite, and when you get to that gravesite and interact with it, that's when you learn a random glyph. You basically just have to rinse and repeat until you learn all of them. Because you will need all of them, ideally. I did used to play on a survival save, but I kind of stopped. I actually converted my survival save into a normal save. And so far everything's been fine. I mean, I've not had any issues going to, like, other systems and stuff. Like, I don't think it's messed up my, like, universe generation. Anyway, well, since I've done all I wanted to do here, dump that in the starship. Can you unlock the glyphs if you haven't found Artemis yet? As far as I'm aware, the option doesn't show up until you've found Artemis. Like, the reason it shows up for me, despite not being at that point in the story is because I've completed the story before on this character. Well, yeah. Should probably do the story. Yeah. Yeah, you also get Quicksilver from doing the story. Like, every, like, major story step you complete, you can go back to Nada on the anomaly, and she'll give you Quicksilver. Which is all good. Like, I'm gonna keep doing this until I get, like, a hyperdrive upgrade. Fabricate technology upgrade. That's a trade unit. Okay, whatever. Nyom. Yeah, I just nyom back to my capital ship. Gonna land real quick on my support vessel here. Okay, so drop this here. I have like a trade boost, don't I? Yeah, it's this one, economy scanner. Moving swiftly on. But I'm going to actually take out one of these cryomatic boiler systems. I don't need both of them.
Technology recharge.
And we're off to do another one. Probably should have gotten a cold upgrade. Yeah. Yeah, you need cold protection when you go into a derelict. Granted, you're not going to be there for very long if you're doing it right, and there are space heaters around the place that you can turn on to help you if needs be. Because if you turn on a space heater, your hazard protection will recharge. Die, jellyfish. Oh, a combat performance upgrade. Nice. Now, ideally what I'm going to want to do is try and get as many of the efficiency upgrades as I can for my, because then that will greatly reduce the amount of fuel that I need to use. Speed would probably be the next one that I'd want to do. But then again, if I have enough ships that I'm able to send them all out to do the 5 missions a day, speed isn't really necessary anymore. Because it's not going to mean that I can do more missions simply because... Oh, I guess the only limitation would be is if the missions take longer than 24 hours. At that point, then having the speed upgrade would make sense. Because you get 5 missions per day. So if you want, so having the ability to get all 5 of them done in a daily cycle, and having enough ships in the fleet to do it is like, yeah. That's the main goal. And there we go. Speaking of which then, I know that I just got a, yeah, here we go, salvage fleet fuel unit. Two plus 18% expedition efficiencies, that's really good. Right, I'm gonna hit that over there. Right. So that now makes it so that, yeah, it's like a 36% reduction in fuel cost without even needing to have a support freighter. or support frigate rather, and then if you put a support frigate on there, you're talking about a reduction to around 51%, so you're like halving the fuel cost. Now I can get one more of these into these slots, and that would take the fuel cost down to like, if it was 18%, then it would be down to like 69 69%. Nice. That is a massive amount of fuel cost reduction. That would make a lot of expeditions incredibly cheap in terms of fuel cost. Oh, hold on. Take this out, dump it in there. On the road again. There's a bunch of purchasable frigates over here. Let's go take a look. There's an exploration-based one here. Let's take a look. What are you? B class, and you've got a negative trait. Nope. That is a hard pass, I'm afraid, Mateo. This is a combat one. What are you? The Devon Expedition. Fuel cost is way too high. No. General rule of thumb, if you're looking for good frigates, is you want to have one that is, if it's anything other than support, it should consume about 8 units of fuel per light year. If it's a support frigate, it should be 2 units of fuel per light year. Ideally, it's going to be C class that has virtually no expeditions under its belt. And the stats that it should have around a stat total of around 20, anywhere like above 20 to 27 is generally good, assuming that it has less than 3 expeditions. Generally what I try to prioritize is fuel cost, making sure it doesn't have any negative traits, and as long as it has less than 10 expeditions. Okay, here's another one. Ooh, I came in fast there. You just found a nightmarish sphere? I have no idea what you're supposed to do with that. Oh. Great. I accidentally closed the door again. I have to kill these jellyfish because they're going to get too close otherwise. Yeah, go away. Open the door. I'm not... What's the description on Nightmarish Sphere? Does it talk about something to do with like a curse or something? Because if it does, then you need to sell it. Yeah, I think Nightmarish Spheres force you to get like a specific like random event in space a lot, and it's kind of annoying. Oh, look, another fleet fuel unit. Yeah, should be sold before the curse takes place, yeah. So yeah, you just need to sell it to a trading board as quickly as you can. Value at 1 mil, so that's good. Yeah, yeah. That's pretty decent. Okay, so this is valuable. Yeah, I'll keep hold of that. Alright, now I need to get back to my freighter and put this fuel unit on. Oh. I'm going to get attacked by pirates. That's not a big deal, though. Of course, it's the indium. Literally have like 10 million units worth of indium on me. You decided to attack me, bitches. Now it's your time to go down. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you deserve. Got exactly what you deserve. Okay, where is my freighter? Ah, there it is. What am I doing? Right. $18. Oh, nice. That is really good. Now, I can't put any more of these types of upgrades onto the ship. But yeah, that is going to make fuel costs really low. They all say cartographic archive. Wait, and they all say SVREO. Ah, it is actually the same ship name. The ship name does not change when you are on different systems. Or when it's fixed, yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, cool. Good to know. actually, do I have... What other upgrades do I have? That's exploration capabilities. Right. Pick a direction. Oh, more recruitable frigates. What are you? You're industrial. No. And it had a negative trait on it. That's like, no go. This is like a lot of industrial ones, actually. Well, but no. No. What's this one? Yeah, it's like every single ship in this fleet was industrial. Fact. 10, no. Oh yeah, actually I should be taking those ones every time I come in here because they give condensed carbon. Oh, a speed upgrade. Nice. Would ideally like to get a hyperdrive upgrade, but I haven't found one of those ones yet. Whoa. Well, I have found one, but it wasn't actually in this system. I don't know where that... I lost track of where the where I found that one, so I couldn't replicate it. Because I found my S rank like hyperdrive upgrade before I knew about the whole the freighters are fixed sort of thing. Well, seeing as I have it, I might as well plop it down. Welcome back, Han. Do I have all... Yeah, I do. I have all of the technologies for the hyperdrive already put in, so it is just the upgrades that I'd need to grab. But yeah, that's it. Only 15%. Like, the expedition efficiency ones seem to be locked at 18, but the speed ones are locked at 15, and so is the trade capabilities from the looks of it. Oh yeah, so yeah, let's get this out of here so I can duplicate it. I know it's cheaty, but it's like... These things are so expensive. This is worth doing. There we go. Activate. Dupe. And we're off again. Even more recruitable frigates, maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, actually, looks like some of them are recruitable. Let's take a look. What do you want? Well, that's like the maximum cost. 12 tons are like, yeah, no, that's horrible. No. No. I think that's a support vessel, and I already have as many of those as I... Yeah, that's a support vessel. I don't need any more support vessels. And I think these are all the mining... Oh no, that's an exploration one there. No. I don't want to. I'd really, really like it if I could get like a hyperdrive upgrade soon. Can Emerald be made into anything, or can you sell it by itself? Emerald, the non-activated version of Emerald is used for certain upgrades, especially for like hyperdrive upgrades. And it's also used, I believe, to make the V2 Atlas Pass. Yeah, oh no, not V2. It's used to make the V3 Atlas Pass. Although, in fairness, I personally have found that the that the best Atlas Pass is the V1. V2 and V3 I haven't found as much use for. I don't find them as useful, but they're worth having still. So yes, this is derelict freighters, just rinse and repeat. Oh, Hadal core. Hypnotic eyes. Ew. Those are kind of valuable though. Like, the main thing you want emerald for at first, and actually you can make more emerald if you put it in the refiner alongside chromatic metal. You can turn chromatic metal into emerald. So if you don't have enough for the tech upgrades, you can do that to duplicate it. Or to, well, not to duplicate, but to make more of it. You can build up quite a nice supply by doing that if you have a lot of chromatic metal. What do you... come on. Hyperdrive! Nice! I was literally just asking for this. Frickin' sweet. Let's get out of here. This is gonna make the hyperdrive on my freighter a lot better. Because not only does it increase the range of the hyperdrive, it also like massively decreases the cost of each jump, making warp cells much more efficient. Like, it normally, like, if you don't have any warp drive upgrades that are like procedural ones, like S-rank procedural ones, then all of the any hyperdrive jump you do uses 20% of the fuel in the hyperdrive. Having one upgrade halves that to 10%. I think having two takes it down to 5%, and then 3 takes it to like 3%. I'm not 100% sure on that though. I guess I'm going to be finding out soon enough. I'm gonna refuel the freighter after I get the last one. All right, so let's go refuel this. Pop this in there. Extended exposure is not around. Do not stare back into the eye. Do not stare back. Do not stare back. Right, so... So let's see how much this does. Oh, ho, ho. That is so good. That was like an extra, like, what was that? Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Put that over here. Yeah, just putting it here gives it like an extra 100. That is crazy. And then when I pop one here, it should get like a lot of additional adjacency bonuses. It's going to be like massively overpowered. Now there is a rule. You can own in like each section of inventory that can have technology installed in it with the procedural technologies like these. The rule is that you can only have 3 of a given type in that inventory. So I like, for example, here I've got 3 of these expedition efficiency ones here. I cannot put any more of these types in this section. If I do, it will deactivate all of them and say technology overloaded. However, I can install technology in the general inventory section of the freighter, which would allow me to put up to 6 of these in, which potentially could make the efficiency so high that I'm using like literally no fuel to do anything, which I think is kind of would be literally massively broken. I wonder. I'm just gonna look this up real quick. Doesn't really seem to be much information on this, but I'd have to imagine that this would be crazy broken. Right, did I already take the thing out? Yes, I did. Okay, here we go again. Go on. Sorry, one of my cats was just pestering me a sec there. Did we just get more show up? What are you? What are you? Oh, you're a combat one. The Gek remind you of the Namazu. They kind of are. 12 tons, no. What are you? You're industrial. Well, no. Just no. Just say no to inefficient ships. There's a massive fleet over here, actually. I'm gonna go check it out. What are you? I think that's a combat frigate. Inspect. No. It's got a massive penalty to exploration. Doesn't actually appear to be any other recruitables here. Okay. Pulse away. Go, 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 go. Speed run. Speed run this frigate. Or like freighter, rather. No. Run, run, run as fast as you can. Go. Go. Sorry, I'm really getting annoyed by my cat constantly hopping up onto the computer. It's the one that pressed the reset button not too long ago. I don't want him sitting on top of it because he has a habit of pressing the button with his, like, because he's a much larger cat than the other ones. So because he takes up more space, he's more likely to press the button. That's a combat unit? Okay, I'll take that. Go. Ah, there you are. This is literally just what I do over and over again. Hun, what are you up to, by the way? Are you, you said that you were going to be going on 14. Is that... How soon was that going to be? Shoot these. Boom. Oh, I actually have 2 of my industrials hanging around. Maybe I should, like, get the magnetized ferrite off of them. Then again, I can just go buy that quite easily. Okay. Gonna be hopping on a sec. Alright. After doing something on Minecraft. Okay. Improves the combat and defense of all. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's boosting the fleet coordination stat. I see. So if I can get a, one of the ones that does mining, and then get one more for speed, and then a hyperdrive one, that'd actually have this mostly kitted out. Alright, let's get that thingy out of here. That's something I can just sell later. Right then, let's go. So ideally I'd like to get another hyperdrive first. That would be nice. Go, 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 go. That's just a Starship hyperdrive module, not a, because you only get the freighter ones from the engineering module at the end. You never get any that's the only way you can get procedural freighter upgrades, is through the engineering unit. That is exploration. You'll hop onto 14 now. Are you going to be doing roulettes? Yep. Okay. I'll just hop and get into my ship so that I can save, and then I will join you. There we go. Okay, one sec. Now just waiting for it to load up a sec. There's gonna be like a hotfix stuff going on Tuesday. Fair enough. Won't be able to play tomorrow. Alright. I'm sorry to hear that. It's the gremlin time. Happens from 12 AM to 4 AM. Ooh, nasty. Right then. Hey. You can play earlier? Oh. Okay, fair enough. Since you're the one doing... are you in VC? You can invite me, I'll let you pick what we do first and stuff. Okay, I went into the 14 chat in the Beehive.
Hello.
Oh, I should. Oh, I need to change my stream title and stuff.
I have fire for
Nice.
my staff.
Oh, Bryn Hilder.
Okay, what do I want to level up?
Okay,
Paladin.
stream title is updated.
White Mage, Astro, Summoner. Are you White Mage? Oh, you're already White Mage.
I can
What do you
change to
have?
something else. Take a look. So I could go at, well, Paladin's not got correct gear for that level, so I could go as Gunbreaker, White Mage, Astro, Samurai. I could go as, no, actually I can't do Summoner because that's tied to Scholar, or Red Mage.
Well, whatever you want to do. I want to get...
Do you
I
want to do White Mage?
to 60.
Okay,
Yeah, I want to get it to 60 so I can buy the level 60 gear for it.
I'll do Samurai.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Oh, are you doing leveling roulette, or?
Yeah, let's start with leveling. Is that okay?
Oh, I should swap to Red Mage then, because if we get like a high level 50s dungeon, it'll be... my Samurai will get stomped on.
Okay. Alright then.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, let me eat.
Oh, wait. I'm capped on Poetics. One sec.
Okay.
I should... I should buy... level 60 Samurai gear.
Oh, it's ice cream.
Hello.
Oh. You went to Idleshire. Idleshire is for the level 60 gear, right?
Yeah, my Samurai is level 59, so getting the Samurai gear, it makes a lot of sense.
I think
That
I got the
is...
level 60 weapon for my White Mage.
Hmm.
Let me double check. Yeah, the Augmented Shire crew.
Pink Radius. Pink... Yeah, getting a full set of Poetics gear isn't easy to do anymore.
So it's like for me the White Mage should be the Augmented Shire Preceptor's hat, right?
Yeah, it'll say what classes it's restricted
Oh, yeah,
to.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll buy... You can only buy one of each, right? Can't have multiple.
Yeah, one of each.
Okay.
Which sucks for the
I'm
case
ready.
of the ring. Alright, well, you can queue us in then.
Okay.
I'm assuming no one
Legolas.
else wanted to join us.
Did you ask?
No, I didn't.
How are they gonna know?
Let me just say it in the link shell.
I'll ask in the chat.
We got a barrack.
Oh yeah, yesterday I got Bismarck. Is it Bismarck, the flying whale?
Yeah, that's Bismarck.
I got that one, and I was a healer, and we got wiped because people were attacking the bubbles that I suppose you're not supposed to attack.
Yeah, I think that there's like two different phases that have bubbles. One, you're not supposed to attack them, and one, you are.
And also, no one, I didn't know because I just did that fight once, but you were supposed to trigger the Magitech thingy, the shield.
Yeah, in the first
And
half, yeah.
Nobody was doing it.
Yeah, I mean, considering how quickly it can go down if people like attack the his back properly, it not that big of a deal normally if you miss the first phase's shielding.
Hello, Beric.
Hello. Thank you for retweeting the drawing.
Don't need to thank me for that.
Oh, the Zach drawing.
You're welcome. Yes.
Like, I don't know anything. He's League of Legends, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about League of Legends, but Zach's a nice character design.
Because he's a hero, even though he looks like he's a monster.
Hmm.
He was designed to be like a weapon basically, but the scientists who made him grew attached to him like his parents, and they just kind of escaped with him because they didn't want to make him be violent because they love him.
Oh,
So he's actually super wholesome.
Sweet boy. Yes.
You're joining us, Sam?
See.
from what he's basically just buff flubber.
Yeah, he's. I guess.
Don't say that. Oh, no.
No. Don't respect the goo boy.
I mean, that's a compliment. Flubber is awesome.
Flubber is
Oh my god. By the way, last night I watched just the sweetest movie. It's an anime movie called A Whisker Away.
Hmm.
Have any of you ever heard of it?
No.
no.
Whisker away.
It's about I won't get too far into it, but it's a really cute story. It's about a girl who is frustrated because of some problems in her personal life, and she comes across a mask seller who gives her a mask that when she wears it, she can turn into a cat. And like as a cat, she can kind of like go into places that she wouldn't be able to go as like a person, and it helps make her life feel better. And it's super adorable. Also, there's a bunch of anthropomorphic cats that you get to see, and the mask seller himself is a cat, and he's a big chumby cat, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Wow. This sounds like a Studio Ghibli sort of thing.
It's very Ghibli-esque, but it wasn't Ghibli, but I highly recommend it. It's very cute.
A Netflix anime film.
It's ridiculous, but in the best way.
By the way, Beric, I'm going as a healer.
Oh, okay.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah.
Got samurai.
Samurai. Oh my god, it's a healer team.
See, we are all healers now.
I actually I think there was actually like an all healer alliance raid that did copied factory. it was just as much of a disaster as it sounds. At least they
A
at least
complete success.
they did clear it. They did actually clear it. It's just there was a lot of dying and a lot of res.
Okay, so does this mean I am... Okay, where's my... El
Your-
tank.
El tank.
Nice.
I'll never get over this mount.
Mm, no. Use chocobo.
No, the hand that picks up the cat.
Use the chocobo. Nobody uses their chocobo anymore. They're all neglected.
Okay, so we're ready now.
Yee.
Yes.
Case.
Begins to craft.
I was just gonna say, in case someone tries.
I was engaging in capitalism.
Yeah. Okay.
Engaging in that sweet RPG capitalism. Oh,
I'm trying to sell like a Bronco aft castle for like 1.5 million gil. Because after the housing thing, the demand for airship
Here,
parts
That's all the deal you
spiked.
get.
wow.
Is yeah, Bronco aft castle, like Bronco parts in general were normally like between 300 and 400,000 before the great housing crisis came back.
A greater disaster than Behemoth.
I'm blind.
Bahamut, what the hell am I saying?
Great,
My
great.
sickness is clogging. My sickness is clogging my mind, I swear to God.
Oh god, that just reminded me of something.
What?
So the other day I almost passed out from laughing because Shenpai discovered, like her friends discovered for her, a series of YouTube videos that are called objects that I've shoved up my ass.
Wow.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
And Jebby decided to like do an impromptu version of Final Fantasy things, and the first thing he said was Estinian.
Okay.
And then he kept going. It was like Crystal Tower, Dalamud. Like, I
I don't have. Oh god, I don't have medical too.
No medicate too.
And yeah, the more I was laughing, I could just feel myself going really, really lightheaded.
Uh-oh. My doggo is getting restless and I don't know why. Actually, what time is it? Uh-oh. It's close to foodie time, that's why she's getting antsy.
Ah. How did I get hit? I was in the fail.
And I swear to God, that move takes so long to do.
I got hit once, so I'm not leaving the Veil anymore. You want me to deal damage, I'm gonna use NP over and over again.
Nice and slow.
Where do I go now? Over here?
Yeah, follow the foot joint eyeball.
See.
Don't hear that sentence every day. Over here, big boy. you go.
Up we go.
Yeah, babe's on top of it already.
I probably left too
Why are
early.
you running?
Why are you running?
Ow.
The baby got hit.
I just had a thought. When you're playing as a healer, your rescue ability is the kiddie leash.
Boy, just press the button and it retracts.
I was doing Praetorium yesterday with Noi. Well, we did both Castrum Meridianum and Praetorium, and I don't know. We just had like, I guess, the worst tank I've seen in MSQ dungeon, because he was like right after you beat the first boss, like the Magitech armor. Okay, this is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Wait for me, Zar.
No. Save me.
Right after you beat the first boss, the Magitech armor, you go on like
Uh-oh. Everything's targeting me.
You're fine. You're fine. And now I'm targeted. So after the first boss, that you have to like you have to go to that area where I'm gonna get hit.
Yes.
Ah!
No die.
Well, then
I
don't
died.
pull so much. Well, this happens.
I died.
He died because he can't pull that much. Yeah, I'm always scared of this part
Oh.
because this always happens.
Yeah, literally every time.
Every time I play.
Yeah, that was literally everything, even from stuff below, got pulled into that. So,
Yeah. It's really, that's a really weird like area, because it looks like you can just pull what's like up there, but
I don't know why the ones at the bottom has
everything,
such a wide
everything
aggro
goes.
range.
I got knocked by the thing closer to them, and that. Like,
Yeah, the frog has like the AOE of the frog pushes you
Yeah.
out.
it can be a real messy situation with that one. So generally,
Well,
unless I'm like, unless it's like everyone in the group is like extremely experienced with this dungeon,
extremely experienced. I just
It's
maybe
not
don't
worth
have
it.
enough healing power for.
Even the best people make mistakes.
I don't have Hisatsu Kaiten.
Well, what I was just trying to say is that we had someone in Meridianum who pulled like everything up until where the what are they called, the things that you have to, the types that you have to like mess up.
Yes.
And
All the way.
Yeah, all the way there. He had like probably what, like more than 30 enemies on him.
Yeah.
And then he started complaining, saying that where was the DPSing? But the thing is that the tank died in less than a second. The moment he stopped to start doing his cooldowns, he died in like 2 seconds. And then he started saying that this is how you normally do it, like you do it fast.
Okay,
And
well, I'm
I
going to
was the
say
one-
yes, it is possible to do that, but he has to, generally speaking, if I'm doing that, I have to pop my invuln
Wait.
right away.
He died very quickly, so, and also was like sprinting all the way alone, like he wasn't going with the entire party. He was just like,
Oh yeah, that's another massive
Going on
fuck
his
up on
own.
his part. Like I said, it is possible to do that, but if he's run off on his own and is out of healing range of the healers, then yeah, he's going to die, and that's his fault. He needs to. So, if he's not, it's a case of either you wait for the healers to
Track
catch
him
up, or you pop your invuln and the healers can catch up to you during your invuln window.
so, so yeah, I told him like that he shouldn't have pulled that many how big to him because like nobody was there, and he started to get pretty salty. And then other people started telling me that he was a clown.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. Like I said, I've done pulls like that where I've gone wall to wall in that section of Castrum. But again, you need to pop your cooldowns properly. And generally speaking, doing your invuln at the start is the best way to go. Because if you're on White Mage, for example, then you can then use Holy to stun lock the mobs, and by the time that your the enemies have got stun resistance, they're almost completely dead anyway.
I was actually one of the healers when we did it, and
Yeah, but he died before you could even get anywhere near him because he didn't use his invuln.
Yeah, I kept targeting him, and by the moment I was just like ready to start healing, he was already dead.
Yeah.
So I was like, yep, just no way I can do anything there.
So yeah, there's a bit of advice to you if you ever want to do a massive pull like that in Castrum. Use your frickin' invuln. And then the healers can DPS, and by the time your invuln's done, they're all dead anyway, because they're squishy.
Yeah.
I really wish Sheltron could last more than 4 seconds. That's the only problem I have with Paladin so far.
Paladin is kind of in a weird spot at the moment because it's supposed to be like sword and shield, like highest defense, I guess, sort of thing. But in terms of defensive, in terms of defensive cooldowns, Paladin actually has the weakest set of defensive cooldowns in terms of for their own defense. When it comes to defending someone else, they've got some nice skills like cover and intervention. But for defending themselves, they're actually the weakest of the tanks, which is like really weird.
Exactly.
I think out of all of them, the one that's best is still it's Warrior, because not only have they got decent cooldowns, they also have like an insane amount of self-healing.
Fell, cleave.
Yeah,
It's
nascent glint fell cleave spam. And like, oh look, their health is full. And then yeah, sorry.
I just forgot to mention the thing that it reminded me of when you mentioned the leash, is that there was after the boss with like the giant. There was one of the healers went AFK.
Oh.
And we were waiting for them to like sorry, my phone. We were waiting for them to like get on the elevator, and he never did. So I used rescue to pull him, but I didn't position myself correctly, and he was like at the edge, so he couldn't get on the elevator. But then it was very weird because he was AFK for the entirety of Victorium and just showed up at like the Ultima fight.
That tends to be, there's a lot of people that do that, where they AFK during Praetorium or Castrum. Like, I mean, I've gone AFK during the cutscenes, but normally I'm, like, for example, like, at the bit where, you know, it's where it's, Nero, the Nero cutscene, quite often when it was, like, when I was doing those a lot for the, like, Moogle Tombstone events, I would go AFK, at the start of the Nero cutscene, to go and do some of my chores. And I would normally be back by the end of the either I'd like stop partway through my chores to do the Nero fight and then go off again, and then I would be done just before the Gaius cutscene finishes.
Big bullets.
I mean,
just heal yourself, don't need defense, forehead. I mean, the MP cost of clemency is just so high that it's not really tenable to rely on it.
If I'm missing off heals right now, is it because I recently updated my hotbar?
Nah, you can.
Same.
Places, like swapped a lot of spell places, and I'm trying to get used to this new one.
I'm still trying to get used to moving with Wazda. I'm still using right and left click together to move sometimes. Uh-oh. Why did you aggro me? Uh-oh.
My baby
I know,
aggroing
Barry's
everything.
gonna die. Barry's gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Body pulled.
Y'all get some regen.
Barrack initiating his tank stance, even when it's the DPS.
Ow. Just stone until he dies.
Eyes on me, fool. Oops. Crystal. Yeah.
I don't have my dash.
Oh, Barrett.
You're too slow.
Yes. Ow.
Someone has created a Kintsugi gargoyle and has posted it on Twitter.
Yeah!
Looks
That's so
like a
cool!
Regen for the boy.
Do you want to see it?
I can link you it later. I can't post it on the Discord because although the image
Saucy.
the image itself isn't really that bad, and I think it would be fine to go into NSFW-ish, but it's the comments in the after the image that that are kind of
Oh,
no.
people are horny.
When are they not?
Considering
People are
that
always
it
horny.
considering the artist that did it, I mean, it's not surprising that people are just being like horny in the comments. But yeah.
Horny people have no rights. If you are horny, I will find you, and then you'll be sorry, mister.
Why me?
Because you're a bikini boy.
It was me last time.
Everybody gets a turn.
When it's the healer, at least it means that we can kill the crystal really quickly.
You
And,
get lasered. You
proper.
get lasered.
Yeah,
Everyone
right.
gets lasered.
You hear that, Young? He likes it when the healer takes the aggro.
I'm sad. I won't heal the bear now.
No.
Just staying out of cleave range.
I do this.
Nope.
Ow.
Bonk.
Looks like you're gonna die.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nobody used limit break SMH.
I'm not used to using limit break.
TPS be slipping.
Yeah, I was waiting for Barrack to do it because it's always better to let the melee do it when it's a
I'm
boss.
sorry, I'm not used
Yeah,
to
right.
using it because everyone else always uses it when I'm doing roulettes with people.
SMH.
Like literally every single time Yang does it when I'm DPSing with him. I'm like, okay, I guess it's just better for Yang to do it. Like,
Then
Yeah,
I
'cause
did
you-
it in one alliance raid, and then someone said, "Don't use limit break," and I'm like, "Okay, fine." Then I don't know when to use it.
They say don't
Hmm.
use them first and they can steal it.
I used
for
it
themselves.
against Cloud of Darkness, and for some reason it didn't get any damage from my limit break 3.
It might have been because it moved away, but or had an invulnerability
No,
window.
it was like literally in the last 5%, and it was right after that it started summoning the what do you call
The clouds.
the meteor thingies.
Things.
I,
explodey
And
things.
on
Alright, I
think
need to
that
do
you-
my
I
class
think that you have to
quest.
stand on to
I don't know then. What class were you? But yeah, what class were
Or
you
Red
doing it
Mage.
on? That might
Red
be
Mage.
why they said not to do it, because caster DPS, the caster and the range DPS limit breaks, because their area of effect, they don't do as much damage as melee because melee's a single target.
wait, no. I wasn't red mage because I was like
I thought you were summoner.
I probably was summoner. Yeah.
Yeah, well, same rule applies. They probably said don't do it because you're caster.
Still, I don't understand why it received like no damage. Like not even 1% went down when it hit.
I don't know.
Weak.
But honestly,
Okay.
when people say don't use the breaking cloud of darkness, I'm like, oh, what are you gonna do about it? It's literally dead easy content I want to meme with Red Mage Limit Break.
Okay, let's
Excuse me.
go. Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's get trials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's still in their jobs.
Maybe.
Well, actually, you could have changed.
Yeah, I could have been a white mage.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Young will just
There's a
see
picture of
everybody-
Pikmin on my timeline with the caption "We're going to beat you
I
to
see.
death."
Oh yeah.
That sounds about right for Pikmin, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Yes, we are all very appropriately dressed for this climate.
I am. There's another Rothgar.
I'm not inappropriately dressed.
You're
Kazakh Amaria?
Kazakh. There's another Lala. You didn't see it. Lenny Lani.
Oh no,
It's
they're
really-
in like the item level 90 gear. Oh no. And they're
Thing is, I think
also,
you-
yeah, they're definitely new here.
I mean, they're watching a cutscene.
No, it just astounds me that all Lalafels have to do to play hide and seek is just hide behind someone's leg. I could barely see that goddamn healer.
I have a question regarding tanking.
Excuse me, get out from under there.
Hey, no.
That's how I hide.
I have a question-
Emil just wants
question.
everyone to be blind. Yes,
Have a
Red Mage
This is
Limit
not
Break.
your curtain.
I have a question
Yeah,
regarding tanking.
yeah.
How do you agree in Eggman's or Alliance raids who is gonna be main tank and who's gonna be off tank?
You literally
I
just
just
ask.
Yeah,
I've never seen anyone asking.
You either just ask or just.
Well, if it's like easy content like this, you don't ask, you just fight for aggro with the other tank. You just fight.
I mean, I see if the other tank has aggro and turns their stance on, I'll turn mine off. Because I was just like, okay, I'll just. Why?
Remember, she has like a front
Oh,
heel.
Barrick! How dare you?
Ah!
Remember, don't stand in front of her.
Yeah, I don't know why
It's
the
just
tank
intimidation.
has such a weird position, but okay. As long as nobody gets hit.
Use that MP, Barrick. You are very, very dumb.
Get ready to use the Mandeville Mambo when she is doing her limit break.
Ow.
Ow, he says that he takes 0 damage.
Rise to join in the chorus. Ad phase.
That phase.
Very
Good
good.
phase. And holy. Holy. Holy.
Half the party gets clean.
Holy. More holy.
There it is.
Then Medica.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There's the cleave.
What are they doing there?
Get ready.
No. It'll never come.
Go. Go, go, go. Mandeville Mambo.
No.
Can't type. No, I typed it wrong. Sorry. For some reason, there are two slashes.
She chose moves.
I like this. I like this one.
Yeah, bam, ba, ba.
GG.
Looking forward to when you're going to be able to fight the remixed version of this fight.
Yes.
One commendation.
Definitely, I'm not doing that as a healer.
Do it as a healer. Do it as a healer.
No. All right. Alliance, right?
Yes. Hold up, one sec.
Barry, you want to go healer?
Had to blow my nose.
All right. Are we changed now?
I don't know, should I stay as Paladin?
Okay, Alliance race it is then.
Wow. And
Public service announcement. If you delete or deactivate your Facebook account that has been linked with an Oculus account, you will lose access to your games, purchases, and progress. Well,
that sounds really retarded.
yeah.
It's a bear.
So someone in the comments just said literally everything that Facebook touches turns to shit. And I'm just like, yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
I can pet you while I'm being carried.
Oh my god. I didn't realize that.
Wow.
Young, accept it.
Young.
What? It's not me.
It was a healer.
There are
Hashtag
5
please
more.
healer.
I am literally that person who instantly clicks on commands.
Lags.
Oh, we're in the
World
middle.
of Darkness.
Oh, I
Alliance
think.
V.
I think we're in Alliance V.
Lions V. Lions V.
Alright, please tell me how this works. Because I've never successfully done it.
You just have to not die.
Wait,
Well,
what did we
no,
do
I
this
don't-
before?
Yeah, and I fucked up and I died.
Are you
Which one?
talking about the Vor boss?
Yeah.
Okay, you just have to get close to one of those enemies that makes you mini.
Okay.
It's not an enemy, it's like a ball, right?
Well, yeah, there's a
Just
little
don't-
orb that does an
Yeah, the
AoE
orb.
that minis you, and then you have to stand in the purple puddle afterwards to get Vord.
Yes, don't stand on the purple goop before.
Yeah. Terry Crews is tanking your Bosja run. That's gonna be a very successful Bosja run. I can feel it.
Sometimes I forget I'm a player. Come here. I will Medicam.
Dragon's voice. Everyone's paralyzed.
Ow.
Hate it. Tridente. Trident. Don't die.
Parachutes.
Get some. Is it time for me to use Holy?
Please do.
I'm getting aggroed by everyone.
I got you covered, literally. heal me.
Maybe. You have a region. You have a region as well. And sure, why not me?
You get a regen. You get a regen. Everyone gets a regen. Medica 3.
Actually,
Medica 2, rather.
I actually never regen the entire party. I just regen the tank and
Yeah.
sometimes myself. Sometimes when I see a DPS getting damage, I'm like, just heal yourself with regen. Except if they have like half health. That's
Hmm.
Oh wait.
okay, Barry. You know this one
As B?
as whatever. No, there's no difference. in
Yeah,
alliance.
there's no difference. Yeah.
They're fighting over aggro.
I will more than happily take it because you need to position us in the middle.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go
Uh-oh.
red.
Yeah, I'll go. If you get Doom, stand on the glowing tiles.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, fine.
Stand on the glowing tiles!
I once got doomed and I felt so ashamed.
I was gonna clean my room, and then I got doomed.
Oh gosh.
Oh, dying.
Destroy the arrow classes.
I'm a healer.
Destroy.
Fine. If you don't destroy them, they spawn ads, right?
The ads always
Oh,
spawn, but I
wait,
think
wait.
it is the longer that this goes on for, the more of them that spawn.
There is heal your boyfriend. I'm destroying the final hourglass.
Barrick's got
Hey,
Doom.
you're correct.
Barry, sending one of the platforms.
Oh. I was healing.
Don't worry, I'll do it. I'll rest
Also, I kind of wish these people would not stand where I am.
you. Barry, accept the rest.
I haven't gotten rest.
You didn't get a res.
I rest you. What?
I did not get rest.
Did you misclick on somebody else?
No. I clicked on him and then I did my combo.
Probably you accidentally did the combo first.
No.
Uh-oh,
Yeah, we're
everyone!
getting wild.
Get Gary
Jesus.
on. I got you covered.
Oh god, no, 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 no.
Because I got a double.
Oh my god, yeah. I nearly got struck by the glare.
Look away. Young, get the barrack up quick.
Trying.
I got hollowed down, don't worry. Yeah, we recovered. More hourglasses.
Oh, I guess we do have to do it because he's still got like 20% health.
People, stop standing where.
Uh-oh. Oh
How did I
no.
instantly die?
You were standing
know
in the
what just
circle
happened.
for level 150 death, and
Oh, you-
the
that's
amount
bad.
of people standing in it totaled a multiple of 150, so you all died.
Can we still
God.
We believe, we believe. I mean, I don't have followed, so.
Yeah, we've got 2 Angram, I can use Dewas, we need to get rid of them now.
I just really don't understand what happened with my first rest. I'm 100% sure I did it correctly.
Oh god, we're gonna wipe, aren't we?
I will legit blame it on the game for not doing the rest.
El White.
Yeah, this is gonna wipe.
Oh well. Second chance. Let's go.
Yeah, so in the case of the deaths, you've got to pay attention for a purple circle.
I know, and I am aware of that, but because I was so like stressed and having to heal Czar and then keeping a lookout and killing everyone else because everyone was getting attacked for some reason because they keep standing in front of Fangor menu. I wasn't paying attention where I was looking, where I was standing in.
Alright, is everybody here? Alliance C still needs to be here. Alright, both of them here. Let's begin! This dude does not get the hint!
Is someone else fighting you for aggro?
No, the samurai is like standing right where I am. Like, I'm pretty sure no samurai abilities hit from the front for bonus.
No, they don't.
Look away.
Okay, get rid of the Dewas.
I can rest that guy.
I rested. Did it not go through again?
Watch out for the ring. The same samurai is just running around doing nothing. I like it. Look away.
Everyone got to. Oh boy.
Alright, I think we got this time.
Yeah, we should be fine this time. I should get closer. Alliance A's, both healers down.
I don't have rest right now. Oh, I don't have Swiftcast.
It's better to hard cast a raise than wait for your swift cast.
Almost there. Yeah, I give up on the samurai. He's just being really dumb. Just a little bit more. There we go. Where's the? Oh, the exits. There's.
Imagine having this as an Unreal trial. Oh, fuck off, Kay.
Okay.
24-man Unreals would be, or like 24-man like Savages or what have you. They would literally just be so awful.
Wait, I need to repair. Whoop. All right, there we go.
I mean,
Don't
there's
forget
a
the portals
yeah.
on the sides.
I will say this though, I think the big reason why Baldessian Arsenal is as unforgiving as it is isn't really so much to do with the mechanics in there. In fact, it's very little to do with the mechanics in there. The reason why it's such a an unforgiving thing is that you essentially, if you die in Baldessian Arsenal, you're out for the whole fight. Because you can't raise through normal means in there. The healers have to use Sacrifice L. And if they do that, there's a chance that they won't come back up either. So yeah, that's why BA was so hard. Mechanically speaking, it wasn't really that difficult. To be honest, I would argue that the final boss in Bosja in Lakasator, the final boss in Lakasator is mechanically speaking more difficult than most of what happens in BA, I would say.
Oh, the joys of having a stunnable boss.
Although I think I would say mostly because of that freaking cross AoE that the bird does, because so many people die to that constantly. It's like every single time I've been in there, large swaths of the raid die to that cross AoE. Where, although I guess if you didn't have a good raid leader in BA doing callouts, large swaths of people would probably die to absolute virtue. But imagine doing the actual... Sorry?
Poison slime.
Imagine doing the actual mechanics in Circus Tower instead of just breezing through it. I would hesitate to call anything in Circus Tower's mechanics that interesting, to be honest. The second boss's mechanics with the jumping platforms is fun. I mean, I guess so. But there are other fights that would be more interesting, I think.
Get off of the poison puddle. What do you have to do when you get targeted with that Breath of Thunder? Did a group stack?
Breath of Thunder.
I literally did 9,999 damage to me.
Stack markers, yeah.
That doesn't look like a stock market at all.
Remember what other boss didn't look like a stack marker?
I literally have no other monster that has that stack marker. It was like a purple.
Yeah, that was a big problem with the Realm Reborn days, where markers were not standardized. So
It kind of bothers me that they went back to do things like add markers to like the coin counter, but won't change the markers of these things. Like,
yeah,
that is silly to me.
Once I see purple marker, I see like, oh, get away.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Does it aggro if I do this? Oh, okay.
Wrong party, boy. Moira.
My Draxna.
Yeah, wait for me.
if they did come out with a harder version of the tower raids, at least it would give new players time to understand the mechanic instead of going in blind, since everyone's done them hundreds of times. Yeah, I can imagine going into like a minimum item level run of these raids would be very unusual for most people. Because like, I think like, what, Labyrinth of the Ancients is like a minimum item level of like 50 something?
Every time I do this boss fight, I'm always the only one who gets nailed.
I have been bored.
I swear, someone on the design team at Square Enix is into this.
I wouldn't be surprised. Cartoons do the same shit. On many different topics, might I add. Alright. Stay to the sides, boys. Wait, if that's the case, then I should point him towards the left or right, right?
Yes.
Alright. Wait, where's our red mage? Well, their red mage, C's red mage. Alright, I'll point him this way.
It's dead. Alright, Barrett, remember, get close to the thieves. Don't touch the group if you're not needy.
Barrick is just extreme concentration mode.
I'm so nervous.
It's okay, baby. You're doing a good job.
You'll be fine.
Right.
You will survive.
If someone's marked, stay away from them.
Excuse me.
Eyes on me, servers. What's good?
Alright, this is the gastric juice, Barrett. Over here. Stand close to it.
Get whisked.
Okay, now you're gonna be mini. Now we have to look up for the...
It's right next to us.
Oh! Okay.
Nom
getting-
nom nom
okay.
nom nom
I didn't
nom.
get eaten.
Oh wait, that means I have no healer.
No, Bear got in.
Okay, I'm going in now.
yeah.
A lot of people are getting in. Like there's like 3 people coming with me.
Yeah, they shouldn't. Only Alliance B should be coming in here.
I'm in danger.
Wait, if I lied, then why didn't Sark get in here?
You don't
Wait.
necessarily need a tank in there, but
Wait, are you main tanking?
yes.
Yes.
This
You
is a very
shouldn't
bad
be
idea,
main
actually.
tanking if you're Alliance B. That's C's job.
He's
Oh
dead.
well, I'm dead.
Yeah, you fucking deserved that. Don't fucking do a job you're not supposed to.
Whoa, calm down there, buddy.
I would not have known that that is not something you're supposed to do as B.
Well,
I've never seen a
it's
tank.
it should be
like,
kind of like a
tangle in there.
logically inferred thing that if your alliance is going in the belly, you shouldn't be the one left outside
Rest
tanking the
second
boss.
No, from my
Okay,
experience,
okay.
not everybody went in. It's not necessary to have that many people just clear up belly.
Okay, it's nice in the past. Move on. You get at abandonment, get close to other people.
Yes.
So from the front of him. That's abandonment. Get close.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
We don't need to go inside again.
So Wolfsbane harassing me.
Ow.
Right.
It is the bane of your existence at the moment.
Where are you, Han? Oh, boy.
Yeah, someone in our alliance went in and it's like, you don't need to go in when it's this low. He's going to die before the haystacks become a problem.
But now he is inside.
What happens when someone dies? They just get teleported out, yeah.
How much you want to bet there's gonna be someone who dies to the pillar stuff?
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Someone's gonna...
That's too easy of a bet.
He doesn't go directly in front of her. What?
But
So whoever put the B marker like directly in her face, like you don't stand there.
No,
No, it's,
no.
it's not for standing right now there. It's for the part where you have to enter the areas that get like closed down and you have to
Yeah.
like, kill one of the shadows.
Oh, okay.
Bermuda Triangle, yes.
Oh no, they knew, they knew, they knew.
Ah, got an experienced person here.
No, come back here.
Okay, don't stay in the middle. Czar.
No biggie, only 400 damage.
I just say,
And a void and a Vuln stack.
and a false stack, you're gonna die.
It's extra challenge for the healers.
No. I
I'm gonna
request.
I'm gonna go full DPS. It's your healer check.
No,
I'll go to this
a
one.
healer test, not DPS test.
Can't heal you, Czar.
Oh,
I'm actually
his health.
I got him.
Oh no
No, you got.
you
You
got,
got.
you got what you deserved.
Person with a light, go away. They're gonna die. There they go. Bonk, bonk.
Yep, they're gone. Do do do
Stay in
do
front
do
of them.
do do
Hold
do
them
do 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 do.
I'll just attack cloud of damage because my damage is very low to the clouds.
Do we have all of them taken care of?
There's one over here.
I met the meteors.
The
We got this one. Yeah, we're good with the meteors. How about some Medica 2? Yeah.
You there, cake or death?
yes.
Don't. If I see one of the other DPS, I'll try to limit
do it.
break. When...
I'll do it. It's just a meme. Get in, everybody.
No.
Do you know not how to read? It says B. Get out of here.
B for boy. If you don't get your ass out of here.
Stay away from the middle. Oh boy. Right next to me.
Unsurprising.
Can't kill that person. They're too far away from you. Oh, there. I'll stand
All
in
the
the-
circles.
Okay, you good. Go. Heal, Barry. Stay away from the middle.
Oh no, particle beams.
Cover.
Just focus DPS on the cloud.
I res you, dude. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh god. I'm dead.
Oh Jesus
Honestly,
Christ.
Nobody did the circles.
If we can just focus on DPSing her down.
Nope.
No.
Screw it, I'll do it. Help me out here.
Alliance C just
So-
used.
Even better, we can pull this out. Ignore all the clouds.
People aren't ignoring the clouds, they're trying to DPS them down.
There we go. See, no worries.
There you go. That
No
was a
worries
bit. That
at
was a bit
all.
of a panic moment there.
And now,
No recommendations.
wow. Baby turns.
I can't get up.
What do you mean?
I'm dead.
But there's a notification to let you get up. What?
Just select OK. I don't know. I think I got like really. How many do you get from Alliance raids? Tombstones.
Get like
Get
200.
Okay, that's fine. Last one is 50, 60, 70. But I'm going back to repair my gear.
Okay.
If you get level 58 dungeon, I am going to cry. Because I do not have clemency yet. I'm doing the class quest.
You mean I don't have enough poetics?
Okay.
Me. 1
Uh,
minute.
Okay.
I can go as tank if you guys want.
I would love to go as tank, but my tank's still level 30. 30, baby.
Wait. Are you still got? Okay.
Nani?
Never mind. I got confused.
I just
Mine.
want poetics.
Zar, heal with me.
Heal with you.
Oh wait, no, DPS. Forget
I
it.
want to know. Oh wait, if I'm gonna be DPSing then. What DPS
Oh,
should I
I
do?
need to eat food. Eat the foods. Eat the foods. Glub.
I have not done Black Mage in a while. Alright, let's go.
Black mage. Okay. One more time.
Lots of
No,
casty boys.
You're in tank. Hell.
I'm not the tank. What do you mean?
I did the Reddit check. It showed 2 tank symbols.
What do you mean? Yeah, I'm here.
The hand palm mount. It's so good. Oh my god, Barry, he's picking me up from your skin.
Yeah, it's a little creepier when it's not a. Am I seeing a cutscene?
It's Wanderer's Palace Heart. It's the Tomboyos.
I've never seen this.
Wait, Tomboy.
You've
Tom
not
Berry
done
boy.
this one before?
No,
Oh.
I
I've
haven't.
not done any of the hard ones.
Bruh.
Because the other day we did. Which one was it? I think it was. I can't remember. The one that has the boss that turns invisible. Basically, Tom Berries are babies. You have to help them.
They are not babies when you're killing you in their respective games, though.
But look! He's being attacked. Oh yeah, you have. Wait, right here.
Haha, what is Black Mage level 50 rotation again?
Fire starter. Blizzard 3. Fire 3. Fire starter. Fire.
Yeah, what he said.
Nice.
I will holy.
Okay, I'm remembering. This is like the only class I keep forgetting what the hell to do. After a while. Oh, oops. I should not have cast that.
I'll be telling Cat.
Man. Ooh.
No. Ah!
Boom.
Sorry. Thank you. Oh. Is there a way to make a macro that when you select it, it immediately targets your tank?
I believe it does, yes. I don't know the
Um,
acronym for that though.
I don't know. There is, if you make the tank your focus target, there's a way to set it so that any skill you use could just be used on the focus target. But I don't know if there's a macro that specifically targets only a tank in the party. I think you can target a specific position in the party, so you can target like party member 2, which, if your party list is ordered like mine is, should always be a tank.
I don't know what about this fight.
Destroy the spears whenever they show up.
Oh yes, now I completely remember. I only remember this because a party I ran with actually wiped on this because they refused to do the spares for some odd reason.
Save the murderous babies with knives. Yeah. But the Tomberries have got a really tragic story in this game.
Tragic enough to have them to all have knives.
Here.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Han?
No, and I don't think if you explain to me, I might not pay much attention and focus because I don't remember this fight.
Well, the Scholar storyline will explain it to you, so if you want to know, do the Scholar stuff.
I will do it at some point. Ow.
Kaboom.
Fire! Stay away from me!
Give me cake or give me death.
Yes, it is.
Fuck.
Nice.
Onwards we go!
No.
Babe, you're not the tank.
Oh, this is the one that you told me. Why would these fiends trespass against us?
I'm dressed like one though.
Oh yeah, that NPC shows up in the, or that Tomberry, sorry, shows up in the
By the way, you don't need to actually kill
pull,
the standards.
yeah,
just,
you
like,
don't need to break the standard, just pull them outside of the circle.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, I stunned them.
I pulled somebody. Excuse me.
No.
The
Sorry,
circle.
keep sending them inside the thing. I'll
Ow.
stop.
Have me being targeted. Thank you. And a 1, and a 2, and explode.
Explosion!
I still hate how that spell is so generically named for how extravagant it looks in the anime.
Yeah.
I get targeted with flag.
Every single time, I just like, I just reminded of the Larry Saw video.
Wait, what are you saying, y'all?
Oh, I was saying that I think they were still inside the circle. Getting the buffs.
Buff boys.
Everyone is losing their energy through the internet. Mood. Like a Mega Man quote that just showed up on my timeline.
Look at me, I am the tank now.
Okay.
Maybe you're not supposed to agree. Go ahead.
Okay, good luck.
What is this?
Can you imagine there actually being like a tank that's just mostly magic based?
That'd be so cool. Magic tank. Ow.
There will be that one or two people who would be like, the paladin uses holy magic.
Yeah, but it's not primarily a mage. It's not primary magic.
Won't stop them from saying it.
Yeah, because they're
Why
all
can't
bitches.
Paladin cast Holy?
Shouldn't Paladin be able to cast Cure?
It used to actually. Paladin did used to be able to cast Cure back in the old cross-class system days.
I was gonna say, it's like
I am rough.
and in a lot of the games.
Cecil learns how to cure, even though the healing sucks. But
Yeah, yeah, you really shouldn't use him for healing.
Then you
where
got
are you going?
Oh, sorry.
Right here.
But there's another group of enemies that we could go. Oh, never mind.
It's Beric's first time.
Fine.
It's my first time tanking,
This dungeon.
and I'm still getting
That's a
used to
bit
my
concerning.
mouse.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
have a sprout marker anymore.
We have a. Who, me
I
or
don't.
Barrick. Barrick doesn't have a sprout anymore.
do I have a sprout?
You still have a sprout. Do I still have a sprout?
Yes.
No,
I think-
Sprout, yeah, no, Sprout.
Yeah, I think because Barrick is finished is in Shadowbringers now. That's why he doesn't have a sprout anymore. Because the sprout drops off after either 70 hours of playtime or after you've completed Stormblood.
There's no way I hadn't played it for 70 hours
70?
before this
70,
point.
that's like so little. I have like 500 already, according to Steam.
Actually, no, it's 70 hours and finished Stormblood.
Who's gonna not have 70 hours after finishing Stormblood? Is probably gonna have like.
You'd literally have to have
200.
speed run the entire thing in order to be
skip.
able to have a chance at
Or
doing
skip.
that.
Yeah.
or skip.
Can you do slash playtime in this game?
Yes,
I think so. Let's see.
Hang on.
it tells you it in days.
20 days, 4 hours, 25 minutes.
15 days, 7 hours, 55 minutes.
Yeah, so Hun, you're at like 480 hours.
E.
118 days, 18 hours, 34 minutes.
So what's with this lady? So lol. Ha.
Oliver is at 17 days, and I think Emil has got like 400 or something stupid like that.
I forgot what each magics do. I think the purple one was good.
They change
Yeah,
each
I know,
time.
you have to-
They
yeah, you have
they
to
change
check
each
it.
time. Yeah, red is the damage up,
heavy.
so only go for red.
Okay, I got heavy. I'm heavy boy.
And then there'll be another color, and there'll be another color that changes you, that cancels the frog effect. I think that's probably going to be green,
Okay, so which one is the good one?
red.
Okay, you get it then. I'm not getting into a frog, so I think I'm fine.
I am getting damaged. What?
Imagine the potato being the
There's
one.
two red.
Yeah, the red. So,
Oh, I've been.
ow.
Shoot, I think it's green.
It's a froggy.
El Frogo.
Yeah, green cancels toad effect in this fight.
Go, Barry, go.
Come on, come on.
No.
Dead talk.
They're not dead, they're just exhausted.
Can they not get exhausted like that?
Dead.
No, they're just tired. They're just sleeping.
Or
Good one,
maybe,
actually.
maybe they're just dead tired.
Ah,
Which way is it?
This way. The very linear corridor.
Oh, I didn't
Oh.
see this little thing.
Me neither. Jumping cats. Boing, boing. Wait a second. You are no longer a cat.
What do you mean? I have a tail.
You are a furry. You have a furry.
You're furry.
You're a
You're,
train.
you're just a Rugadin in a cat suit.
Werewolf. There we go.
Have some free cure too. Shoo. We have to free them.
Yes.
Open up that.
You literally cannot progress unless you free them.
Be free, little boys.
Over here.
Explode it. Ah. The pollen. Do you get damaged? I'm gonna heal you.
No, you're getting damaged too.
I'll heal myself. Okay, fine. Have some Medica 2. Boing.
They make a slapping sound when they walk. Oh god, why did you have to call attention to that, Kitty?
Medica 2 again.
I'm sure if you were watching Shenpai right now, she'd probably say something about how that sounds like her. I'm not even gonna finish the sentence.
Wait, do I have
So
to?
many poison stacks.
It
Poison.
didn't damage us anything.
Ow.
Look at me, I'm taking it like a champ. Oh, it's not this way.
Oh.
It is that way. Let's go.
I was right. I was right.
Cats can't swim.
Neither humans with fursuits.
Well, I mean, for
Kitty
some
got the
pretty
joke.
direct-
That's all that matters.
No, Barry's gonna die.
That's up to you.
Holy, we'll keep you alive.
Don't die. That's your job, to keep me alive.
I'm not getting paid.
Well, I mean, every time we do a dungeon,
You're getting
we get kills.
experience and a little bit of money.
Hey,
Experience is like
Paying you an experience.
paying you an experience. Excuse me, cat.
Not
What's-
even exposure, it's experience.
What's the payment like? You get paid in exposure. No.
Paid an experience. Okay, no more heals. I need to hold.
give me 1, 2, hullabaloo.
Okay, that's the last one. Little potato's dying. This is a very long dungeon. Is this the guy with the standards?
I've watched
It's the mutated.
Yes, it's the one with the standards.
Oh,
Right, so you basically have to kite him around the outside of the arena every time he puts a standard down, except for the one that tethers to him. That
Oh.
one needs to be destroyed.
so I gotta move him
Yes.
Because the
from
standards
where
make
to
him powerful.
where?
Around
around
the
the
outside of the arena.
So go to the edges. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get hit.
How?
I'm stunned.
Uh,
Rock gas.
Yeah.
So what's with the sacred sanity? Just leave it there.
You just ignore it, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You should stay close to him because he'll keep doing that throughout the fight.
Okay.
Right.
Ow. So many debuffs. Why am I the only one who gets all the debuffs?
Because
You need to heal Zar to full health.
Oh yeah. He's doomed. Warrior
I'm a dead boy.
undoomed. How do you get close to him if when he puts a standard It does an AoE damage.
That standard needs, yeah, well, you're not in melee range, just close enough to him that you can get out of the cone
Strike
AoE
us.
in time.
Sorry, but
And one. Ah! Rotting lungs.
have a disease.
Social distancing yawn.
Stop getting doomed.
Yeah. Baba boy.
Nice.
See, look, your little fan club yawn.
I will.
What?
Oh, I forgot about the cutscene.
Was not expecting that.
Having a shit ton of Phoenix Downs in Castrum is the best. Well, yeah, I could imagine that. Too bad you can't have, like, an infinite amount because of the, like, carry capacity limit.
Yeah, it's just one.
No, I'm talking about in Bosja. You can actually have more than one in Bosja.
Yeah.
But there's like a capacity limit in the resistance toolkit.
No, I'm like 50k away from experience from leveling 60.
What do you do with Phantasmagorias?
Phantasmagorias are used to buy gear or materials. You can buy like item level 460 gear with them, I think.
That's in Shadowbringers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so close to leveling up.
And
Sorry, we have to make scenario roulette.
no, I don't have time
No.
for that. Literally, like, it's literally 11 p.m. here, so I actually do want to wind down now.
And then there's no normal rates. Do you want to do
What?
normal rates, or is that it?
We can do normal raids, but then yeah, I'll definitely need to wind down after that.
Okay, you need to switch.
Oh, hey Noix, how you doing?
I did a little cutscene here.
I'm going as Black Mage. Guess I only have DPS for
Mhm.
normal rates.
I guess I could go healer.
Okay. Like the mage.
I'll be samurai again.
Yes.
Like a samurai.
Sorry, we need you to swap.
I already am stuck. I'm just watching a cutscene.
It says you're a tank, and you're level 58.
He can be a tank.
No,
Not
can't
for
be level
normal
58.
raids. Needs to be level 60 plus.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, whilst Zara's doing that thing, I'll link the thing that Agitape did. Hold up.
Wow, 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 wow.
Actually, I'm gonna have to like message it to you two privately, because yeah, I don't think it's appropriate to put it into the Discord. And Zar. There
That's
you
really
go.
cool.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, there's nothing like too bad in like the drawing itself or in the actual post. It's just the comment chain afterwards.
Time to look at the comment chain.
Are we good?
Oh, the
Uh,
company
yeah, I'm
action's
good.
expired.
Does that mean
Oh.
I have to swap to a better tank? Lol.
Gasp!
Okay, I need to go.
Maybe
Well, I need to make an
level five.
emergency stop then to
Bad.
Let's see how.
no, I need to go to Limsa to buy actions from the Grand Company. Because we literally don't have enough to do it.
Darn.
Darn.
I'm
You
not
know,
going to
it's-
use the well, do you want me to use the Heat of Battle 3? Considering it's
Exactly.
no. Okay.
I don't think it's. I mean, we did already just did all the roulette, so.
And use the regular one.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just quickly buying a bunch. So that
I usually
is-
save those for the weekend, but since we all did everything that we could.
Yeah, well, there wasn't actually any available to use over the weekend.
Sad face.
The only one that was there is one I activated
God.
earlier today.
Sorry, I didn't do it.
That means I have to make more.
It's coming to me in the corner and then just. This is where you die.
Right, okay. Okay, ready to
Yeah,
go.
Teranu. Yeah, I swapped. But Teranu, what he said to the comment section was a little I didn't think it was from the poster himself.
No, it's
Yeah.
what I think it's from the recommended ones.
Yeah.
No, Zara's talking about the comments that I was referring to. The was basically Agitatype elaborating on the character, and the elaboration is very NSFW.
Oh, okay.
Like, what is this?
I didn't read that one actually.
I didn't expect to read that. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, I like that. Agitatype is like very yeah, he's in that segment of the
Not really my segments. Thank you very much.
But if you ignore what he was saying about the character, the design itself is fine.
Yes, I actually do like it. It's just that little extra just kind of ruined it for me. A little.
You just pretend it doesn't exist.
Best of the father. Best of the
But
father.
yeah, now you understand why I didn't want to post the picture in the beehive.
Look at this other gunbreaker without the cool anime sword. Shame. Hot Steve.
When I think of Yokai Watch, I don't really think cool. That's not the first word that comes to mind.
But the sword looks cool.
So another fun fact about the character that Agi did.
Oh.
The name Grim, that is actually Welsh for power. So it kind of feels like there might be a naming convention that's coming up here. That the Kintsugi gargoyles have Welsh names.
I can get behind that. They do give up a more European lore vibe than other cultures, to be honest. At least from what I'm seeing in this picture.
Except for the fact that Kintsugi is literally a Japanese art.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Combination of Japanese and European cultures.
Hmm.
I mean, a gargoyle isn't a traditionally Japanese thing.
Or perhaps the person who first discovered that species was a Japanese person. Possibilities. Or maybe there could be two types of what's it called again? Kintsugi.
Kitsugi, yeah.
Yeah, Japanese Kintsugi and a Welsh Kintsugi. Might be going under.
Welsh Kintsugi.
Like I said, which will be going under another name, possibly. Who knows?
The thing is, the world itself is like, well, the setting itself is not like Earth. It's a completely different world, so...
Well, whatever is respective equivalents of Japan and... Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah. Welsh kid siege. That is such a weird...
That is the best idea I've ever had, yeah. Praise me. You me.
When you use a Nokian, do you not see it on your like buffs?
Nope.
Or... No?
It's part of your
You gotta
job
keep track of it.
gauge.
It's at the yellow thingy on the bottom right of the gauge.
Yes. And then
So
once
no,
you...
I don't have it.
Once you unlock Polyglot, and therefore the ability to use Foul, it's more
sounds
easy to
silly.
tell that you have a Nokian active because there is a timer running for when your Polyglot stack gets active.
It's interesting.
Did you level up?
I didn't, but White Mage is the one I needed to level up. It was 59. So I need to do something else with White Mage to get it to 60.
I need my clemency. Fast quest, please.
Okay, well, I'm done for tonight.
Yeet.
I'm going to... Well, I'm not going to bed yet. But I am going to end the stream, and I'm going to be getting off for
I
14.
don't have Breathe.
Nani?
I have this.
You like the simple Black Mage gauge better because it gives you a cute little icon that's a lot easier to spot. Yeah, again, it doesn't really make much difference once you get Polyglot, though, because you've got the timer running. That doesn't run if Enochian isn't active.
Pinocchio.
Eno-chan.
No.
No.
It's
no.
It's Eno-chan.
Instant no.
It's Eno-chan.
No. It's
Yes. C.
No.
C.
School don't see me.
He does not see you.
No.
I mean, if he doesn't,
Even said
Young can't see me because he's like wearing a freaking blindfold.
Please,
He's
somebody
blind.
clap it. Somebody clap it. Somebody clap it. Potato head. Got you.
The evil laugh.
Okay, mister, I need to wind down.
Okay. Yeah.
Coming after you.
No, I'm logging off.
I made
I
you
just
log off
exited the game.
I made you log off from your place.
You
That was all
sucked
my
him into
fault.
the chat realm.
Well, I guess that's it for the stream now. Take care, everyone.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
we didn't end Mambo at the end.
You scared me off.
You got scared yourself. I'll
Take
do it
care.
for you.
Bye.
See ya.